late in the day.
And don't think it's going to be like horrific. Like people are like, oh, I know. As soon as I go in, they're going to start doing all kinds of testing. Well, you know what? You could go to a chiropractor. You could go to a naturopath. You could go to a massage therapist. You could go see a life coach. You could go to all kinds of different people.
You can just start writing down what you're eating and see. Absolutely. And change your diet a little bit and see. You know, I really love tea in the winter at night. I find it to be very soothing. And I thought I was getting decaffeinated green tea, and all of a sudden I couldn't sleep. And usually I don't have problems unless I have something big coming up. Then I do. And I could not sleep, and I'd toss and turn, and every little noise would get to me, and Steve's snoring was just pissing me off because I was blaming him. And one night I was making that tea, and I was standing there waiting for it to steep, and I read that box. Oh, my God. It had so much caffeine in it. I couldn't believe it. So I stopped drinking that, went back to the one with no caffeine, and poof.
Amazing.
I could sleep. Yeah, some people are. My mom could drink a cup of coffee before bed. Steve can drink a cup of coffee before bed, not have that problem. But I have a problem.
I can, but Patrick can't. Patrick cannot drink coffee, and he's a big sweet guy at night. Like he wants to
and you can't
eat
eat
his
sugar,
snacks.
right?
He's got to avoid the chocolate. People don't realize chocolate has a ton of caffeine in it. You know, I'm not talking bad of chocolate, but...
Well, how could you? It's just don't eat it at night.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
right. What else do we have here? The sleep routine, I think, is really good.
And then we've talked about other, like, stress management things. Like, I think I told... On one of these shows, I did the whole, like, go sit in the classroom, clean the blackboard...
Oh, right.
Remember that?
Right, yep.
We talked about
yep,
that.
That's very good.
There's all kinds of different
meditative
tricks.
techniques.
Yeah.
You know, and another thing is if you are used to physical activity, and I mean, even if it's mall walking or shoveling snow, I mean, it doesn't have to be that you're used to going to the gym. I mean, any kind, and all of a sudden you're not getting it.
That's been me.
Because like you're snowed in, or like in the summertime, all of us are more active because we're gardening. We're out just outside more, that fresh air. And that's what you're lacking. Just make sure that you go outside. Go outside and breathe in some fresh air. Go to the mall and walk a little bit. Walk around your house. Put some music on and dance. Just let your body get that out.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that have sleep problems are not getting enough so that their bodies are exhausted. Right.
Yeah, they're exhausted mentally, but not physically.
Not their bodies. So their heads are if I fall asleep right now, I can still get 3 hours. If I fall asleep right now, and your body's like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think so, lady.
So it does do really nasty
That was Sir Graves
things
Ghastly.
too.
Just so you know. Yeah. Have you ever heard? Do you remember Sir Graves Ghastly?
No.
Sir Graves Ghastly, when I was a child, was like a guy who had maybe it was on PBS even. I don't know, but it was like a B horror movie flick TV show, like weekly show where he would show a B movie, and he was Sir Graves Ghastly, so he had this whole persona. I think he was from Detroit. He was really cool. He wasn't scary. He was perfect for kids, but it was like pre-Elvira. When Elvira
I was just going to say we had Elvira.
Yeah, it was local, too. It was like Michigan. But it was Sir Graves Ghastly, and he'd always go, yeah. And I love that.
Funny.
That cracked me up for some reason.
I'm going to have to look him up. Yeah. That's funny. So really make sure you get lots of sleep.
Don't watch horror shows before you want to go to sleep.
That's true. You know, and another thing, this is the whole reason I was going to talk about sleep. Because you need it, but your body does replenish itself in so many ways. It pumps minerals. It does all these things without us thinking about it. It just does it. Your hair, your skin, everything rejuvenates when you're sleeping. If you take supplements, if you need supplements and you take supplements, like one of the ones I have to take is sea kelp. And I know I have to take that. Mm-hmm. And if I don't, my hair gets real brittle and it's a thyroid thing, and it'll falls out. As long as I take that religiously every single night, my hair stays in.
Great.
It's amazing. But those kinds of minerals and supplements that rejuvenate your body, take those at night before you go to bed because they work better, because no system is being taxed while you're sleeping.
Ooh, that's a really good point. I want to talk about that for a minute. So, eating right before going to bed, that's not so good, because what that does is that wakes your digestive system up. And if your digestive system is having to be used, then how can you rest?
Right.
Like, you need to probably eat at least a couple hours before you go to sleep, so that when you do go to lay down, all of those systems can also shut down.
Right.
Not shut down completely, but shut down to the rest mode, so that your body can actually have a fulfilling anti-fatigue night, rather than getting fatigued even while you're trying to rest.
Right. And a warm liquid at night, even if it's a hot, warm tap water with a little bit of lemon in it and honey, maybe, like a hot toddy per se, or that golden milk with turmeric in it. Those kinds of things are really, really soothing to your body, and those are all the things. Self-soothing at night that's where your mind should be.
Somebody else told me too, I don't know if I'm going to get this one right, but somebody told me one time that when you put food in your belly, because your blood is the thing, like your little peripheral arteries are the things that pick up the nutrients, that draws all of your energy to those inner blood vessels, which then makes your outer parts cold.
Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it?
So you would be, if you eat before you go to bed, you'll be colder.
Huh, isn't that
overnight.
interesting?
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not, but the theory kind of does make sense to me. Yeah. So I wonder if you drink a cold liquid, if that would draw all your heat to your inner core and make you colder. Because I'm kind of stretching it now.
Right.
If you drank a warm liquid, maybe that would push the heat away, because you don't need to warm up your belly. Like your insides, if you warm it with liquids or with something warm before you go to bed at night, then your body doesn't have to draw all that energy in to keep you warm in the core. Then your body can transfer the energy more evenly, disperse it more evenly through your body. I don't know. I'm theorizing
I think
now.
everybody is different too.
Yeah.
What's good for you might be not so good for me. But
Absolutely.
definitely eating 2 hours before you go to sleep is definitely. So that's the thing that you have to try. Nobody else knows your body like you do.
Right.
And if you can't sleep, start being aware of what you're putting in it. And keep trying different things before you go to a doctor.
Yeah, but you can definitely start off with, trying to relax the muscle, using the aromatherapy, binaural beats, all of that kind of stuff. But I guess the point, you always ask me, what's my bottom line when I end up? The point is, man, you got to sleep. Don't not sleep. Like, it's awful. And people who have like manic episodes and bipolar disorder and things like that, if you even stay up all night one night, that can totally trigger a manic episode. And that can go on for days. And it's just because it totally throws off your brain chemistry. And people who have those kinds of disorders are more susceptible to the brain chemistry being thrown off. So even just staying up one night to watch a couple scary movies in a row, yeah, that could send you right into a manic episode. If you struggle with that kind of an issue.
Well, when you think about, I used to stay up late all the time when I was young. I can't do it now. I'm tired for days. It takes me days to recuperate.
Yeah, your body tells you, and if you just choose to ignore it, it's just like in everything. If you choose to ignore your body's signs and symptoms, it's eventually going to break down. And that's where disease comes from.
Right.
Disease doesn't lurk around the corner waiting to grab you. Disease is a process. And that process, no, it's not there, Deb, I promise you. That process takes time. And all of that time that process is happening, you have the ability to have discernment and say, whoa, wait a minute. I feel this sign. I see this symptom. I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to try and pull that back before it becomes disease. But if you just leave it go and you don't listen to your body and you don't listen to it when it's tired and you don't listen to it when it needs rest and you don't, guess what? Total body breakdown. I mean, failure, you know?
Right.
So that's what my end point is. Get some sleep, people. It's super important.
And take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And try different things. If you're not sleeping, try different things.
Right. You don't have to automatically go get, trazodone or whatever. Right. I don't know what they give people.
I don't either. But don't do it.
I want to talk about one more thing.
What?
Now they market Benadryl as a sleeping pill.
Benadryl, wow, I can't take it. Mm-mm. It makes me way tired.
Well, and the weird thing about Benadryl is...
The allergy medicine, right?
Yeah, it's diphenhydramine. But if you go now, you can go in the sleeping pills section and get diphenhydramine. So it's marketed now as a sleeping pill. Huh. And the way Benadryl works, just so everybody out there is aware, is it shuts down a part of your brain. It is a chemical that actually shuts down a part of your brain. And that's what makes you tired. I don't want my brain being shut down for nothing.
No.
I need that sucker. I need every little element it's got to give me. By golly, I need it. Give it to me. The more, the better.
Right.
I don't need less. I need more.
Right.
So,
wow, that's kind of scary to me.
It is. And so I never use Benadryl when it comes to like allergies and things. I always seek alternatives. Usually I go with homeopathic stuff.
Right.
Or I go to my naturopath and just have them turn it off. Just turn it off. Turn off the susceptibility.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, because everybody, when I first started having that eczema problem, everybody kept telling me to take Benadryl.
Yeah. Why not?
And I said, I can't. It makes me too tired. I can't function on any allergy medicine. Mm-hmm. I can't function.
I will tell everybody, for me, Highland brand homeopathic allergy.
Oh, those little tiny white pills?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You melt them under your tongue. They don't make you drowsy.
Right.
Totally non-drowsy type of thing. But, I even use those sparingly. But I'm just saying that, that's not good for you. To go get pharmaceutical or Tylenol PM. People get hooked on Tylenol PM. I'm like, oh, you got pain? No. I just use them for sleep. Like, well, your liver doesn't like you very much, but okay. Right. At least you're getting sleep. And I can't fault them. At least they're trying to get sleep. That's good. But there are other methods and means. There's so many natural ways to get to sleep.
Right.
You just need to be taught.
Right.
Or to listen, or to look it up.
So if you are having trouble falling asleep, go see Dr.
Dr. Julia.
Yeah, dr-juliadeer. Dr-Juliadeer, and she'll help you. She'll help you fall asleep.
I will try my best. I will try my darndest because I know what it's like to not be able to sleep. And I know what it's like to be walking around in a brain fog. And it's not fun.
And if it's because you can't shut your brain off, come see me because that's my problem. And so I've tried a bunch of different things. And you just keep trying until you find something that works.
Yeah, but the thing is to have a big bag of tools.
Right.
Right?
That's exactly right.
When you don't know where to start, that's when you need to reach out.
And the same thing isn't going to work always. So the bigger that bag of tools, the better.
Right.
Say that 3 times fast.
I always try, but I monkey it all up. So I'm just going to leave that one go for
okay. Now. All right. So sleep, sleep, sleep.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
And if you are a mom and you are sleep deprived, when that baby sleeps, you know what? Your house is okay. Don't worry about cleaning that house. Sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep
absolutely.
when that baby sleeps.
That's a great piece of advice. Sleep whenever you can because you need it.
You'll have plenty of time to clean the house.
Yeah. Yeah, and if your baby's keeping you up, I can help. I can help by adjusting the baby. The baby.
Oh, I thought you were going to babysit.
No, I'm past that point. But I really, really, really love adjusting babies. And adjusting
Oh, they're
babies
so cute.
helps them to be their optimal. So if that's what's causing your lack of sleep, bring that baby on down.
I think when Avery comes up, I'm going to bring her to see you.
Oh, good. I love to squeeze that baby. I'm going
She's
to give her
way
some
cute.
cheek pinches.
Yeah, she has the cheeks to pinch.
I love that.
So good. That was a good one. Sleep.